Thank you.
Hello to all on Women Dialogues, and I'm your host Shashi with you all to create more voice for women and by women. And today's our guest is Trine from the Denmark. She is managing director of her organization, which she does, and we will hear more about her work and her organization in detail. So let's welcome and join our hands together to welcome Trine on the Women Dialogues. Welcome, Trine, on the Women Dialogues.
Thank you so much.
So Trine, it's our great pleasure to have you today, and we are so glad that you are joining us on this platform to share your story, to share your work, to inspire, to motivate, to make us learn how you became what way you are. So let's start hearing about your life story. How was your early childhood was?
Thank you so much. Well, I'm born and raised in a small country in the north of Europe called Denmark. We are only 5 to 6 million people, and I think living in a small country like that, you seek to learn more about the world outside, and so have I been raised, and that is also what I have been doing since early childhood, looking outside of the borders of Denmark to find inspiration and to be challenged as a person, and to look for you can say not problems, but maybe challenges, and try to find solutions for those. So that has been my focus in early childhood. I'm raised by parents that are very entrepreneurial business owners. So I think that the skills of being an entrepreneur I have grown from very early childhood. So it has been something that has, well, not come easy, but natural to me to develop these entrepreneurial skills.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. The way, like how you took those heritage, I can say. And usually we talk in a lot of way in heritage culture and other things, but you took those entrepreneurial skills in your life and you developed your own business, your work. So you are doing something very exceptional and very amazing work in current time. Tell us about your work and your company, please.
Thank you. Well, I'm the co-founder and managing director of the company called Real Relief. And Real Relief is actually exactly that. We're trying to bring real relief to people in need. So throughout the years, we have been developing products and solutions to meet some of the challenges that people in third world countries face on a daily basis. We have been working to fight malaria, developing insecticide, incorporated mosquito nets. We have been developing a tool called Super Towel, which is basically a towel that removes and kills bacteria so that anyone is offered bacteria-free hands. And we have been developing a product that is called Safepad that I would actually like to show you. This is this Pink Beauty, which is a reusable sanitary pad that has an antimicrobial treatment that kills bacteria. So this product offers the girl and the woman an infection-free, a safe and hygienic experience while she menstruates. And why is that important? It's important because in many third world countries, girls and women don't have access to proper menstrual wear. They simply don't have the means to buy these products, and they don't have ways to get access to these products, and they don't have access to information about menstruation in general as well. So this is actually quite a challenge for many girls and women in third world countries, and that's why I'm so passionate about bringing better quality products, information and education surrounding menstrual health and hygiene to those
Yes.
in need of it.
Yeah, I think that's very important, and the way you are working for health and hygiene for women's, it's remarkable, and it's very crucial the way you are sharing your knowledge with your business, with your work. So when we are talking about this, the pink beauty, which you were showing as a safe pad for women and girls, and especially it's, you mentioned it's reusable. So tell us a bit more what kind of technology you are using, how it can be helpful for those women and girls who are not able to access regularly those hygiene products for their essential part of their life.
Sure. Well, it was important to bring a product, a solution to the market that has a few features actually. So we wanted to bring something that is lightweight, because nobody wants to have a very bulky product. So this is, I'm not sure how visible it is, but it's actually a very thin product, yet it still have three different kinds of materials. Now it has a leak-proof backside, so that you're not leaking while you use the pad. It has a very soft upper part, so that it feels soft and nice to use. And then it has the absorbency layers inside. But the uniqueness about Safepad is a combination of the three. And then we have added the extra feature of the antimicrobial treatment. And the antimicrobial treatment kills the bacteria that hits the surface of the pad. Now, why is this important? It's important because many girls and women in third world countries do not have access to clean water. That means you can actually wash your used Safepad in any water source, even in contaminated water, and still you can have a safe and hygienic pad to use afterwards. Also, in many societies, there is a lot of taboo surrounding menstruation. This is an area that is quite stigmatized. So many do not feel comfortable in talking about menstruation, and many do not feel comfortable about showing that they have their periods. So if you don't have an antimicrobial treatment, you would need to hang your pad outside for drying. You would need the sun rays to kill the bacteria. That would be the mode of action that ensures you have a safe and hygienic pad to use after washing. But for Safepad, there's no need to do that, because the antimicrobial treatment is already taking care of that part. The antimicrobial treatment will kill the bacteria that hits the surface of the pad. So you can dry your pad inside the hut, the shed, the house, wherever you want to. Just dry it in a ventilated area, but you don't have to hang it outside flagging that I'm on my period, which to many is a concern. And that's one of the reasons for developing a more innovative, intelligent solution that actually handles this part.
Yeah. So like you brought a lot of, cultural and these taboos kind of stigma and topics while talking about this menstruation cycle, and then when females, or especially the girl and women, when they are having their periods and all. And as you mentioned, yes, it is a taboo in many cultures and societies, and in many countries, still people hesitate, and women have hesitation to talk about their health and all issues. So when we are talking about your purpose, your mission, your work, how far you have reached till now, since how you have started your work?
Well, we started the development 5-6 years ago. We launched the product in 2016. We received the Danish Design Award in 2018 for bringing an innovation to the many in need of more innovative solutions.
Wow.
And we have distributed the product globally in large quantities. That being said, there is still an enormous need for these products out there, and there is a problem because it's not put very high on a political agenda in general globally. That means that not a lot of budget allocating goes into menstrual health and hygiene. And that's of course a concern for the many that do not have the means to buy the products themselves. So somehow we need to find somebody that can bridge the funding gap, or bridge the gap between supply and demand. And there is still a long way to go, and that's also why it's so important that we keep talking, and why I'm so happy that you reached out to me, allowing me to talk about this very, very important subject. It's not only about us as manufacturers bringing products to the many needs. It's also about eliminating period poverty, removing a stigma and taboo surrounding this, getting more information and education out there, so that this can become the natural thing it actually is. And that's also why it's so important for us to be more open about it, to talk much more about it.
Yeah, that's so true. And when we are talking about your work, you got awarded by Danish government and all. Do you have any particular country or any particular your consignment which you made for particular area, and you find successful story by hearing them back from them, like yes, they have improved something like their life or their particular those menstruation cycle which they used to have a struggle earlier?
Yes, I think from the many reviews we have gotten from users, I get so relieved knowing that many girls now do not have to use unhygienic means. In countries in Africa, they use dried cow dung to absorb the menstrual blood. In some countries in Africa, we find girls selling their bodies to men to get a few bucks to buy products like this. So when I receive feedback from users that they are happy and pleased about the product, it gives me comfort, but it gives me really satisfaction knowing that they don't have to sell their bodies, they don't have to use unhygienic materials while they're on their period. So that is what really makes us put more energy into this area, because I really believe that there are solutions and means enough in this world to ensure that no girl or woman have to sell her own body to get a sanitary pad.
Yes, that's very noble cause and very noble work which you are doing for not as a business, but for the women, for girls, for uplifting and making them to feel having the proud, having their self, what on for their body, rather than making them feel shame and guilt when they are having those menstruation cycle and they have to go through such a kind of, I feel like this such a heinous crime indirectly they have to go through to sell their body for such a essential thing for their life which they require. So that is something
Exactly.
you're doing very noble. I really congratulate you for your work. So when we are talking about it, all your work, Trine, you started this, your organization, your work and your business. How you find that? Take us, bring back those memories where you got inspired, or that spike of movement that yes, I want to do this and I'm good in this, or how you got all these inspiring or movement in your life when you end up started doing this business or work?
Well, I said I found a lot of inspiration by traveling the world, and
Wow.
I found a lot of inspiration in trying to bring solutions to meet the problems or the challenges in third world countries. And Real Relief is working with textile solutions. So that is our core focus. And you know what also gives me satisfaction, and which inspires me to continue bringing these products and solutions to meet the needs, is when we work to build capacity within third world countries. We have successfully transferred the technology of Safepad from India to Nepal to Bangladesh to Afghanistan. We have Nigeria, Kenya coming up. That is where we really make impact. That's when women that are in the settings where they need the products are involved. That is where I feel that we empower somebody that really needs to be empowered. That's where we build capacity, where capacity is needed to be built and to build upon. And that's where I feel we as a company and I as a person really make a difference.
Yeah, that's so true. And I feel you are on the path where you want to see yourself as a successful woman, same time inspiring and motivating others to be like you, where they are leaving the impact a part of doing their work or business. So, Trine, you are definitely one of very strong. I feel like as a feminine leader, you have in you, in your work, in your surroundings. So, what was most strong output or point about your feminine leadership?
Well, I think I get the energy from relationships, whether that being the relationship I have with my colleagues, my clients, the users. So that's again back to what inspires me. So people inspires me, and that's also why we keep talking to the users of our products to find the inspiration to make the product changes. So we constantly improve our products and our offerings. Mm-hmm. So yes, I get inspired by being social with other people, and I get very much inspired when I see other women getting involved, because I think that women leaders have so much to offer, and we need to see many more female leaders in this world, and there is nothing holding us back. So it's just to get out there and start the work. We have so much to offer. So let's get started.
Yeah, that's true, and that's wonderful. So when we are talking about your work, your business, and your products, what other products do you have in your business or your which you are offering?
Well, we have been working for many years on combating malaria, and with a greener agenda in mind, we have actually brought a new innovation to the fight against malaria, which is an oxo-biodegradable mosquito net that once the net is exhausted will handle the waste management of the product. We have also developed a towel that in these pandemic times will remove and kill bacteria. So it's basically a substitute or something that can complement hand washing with water and soap that you can bring anywhere, and it will remove and kill the bacteria that hits the surface of the towel. So these are kind of the innovations that we constantly try to improve and bring to people in need. And a towel like Super Towel is obviously a towel that is not only developed for third world countries. We all need that, and during pandemic time, we need, you know, hygiene is in our focus constantly, and it has to be, and I think it will remain to be in the future as well, COVID-19 or not. We we have now gotten very used to washing our hands, and I hope the world will continue to do so, because it will have a very good impact on other diseases as well.
Yeah. And I was about to ask that same thing. Like, okay, so as super towel is, I believe it's for everyone, and it is for in current scenario, it should be most usable. And since it's reusable or not?
Yeah, it's a reusable. It's a reusable towel that can be reused over and over again. You can bring it anywhere. You can wash it. It doesn't have to be in clean water, and you can reuse it. You can share it with colleagues, friends, family members. What it does is simply it removes bacteria from any surface, and then the bacteria will be killed upon touch of the fabric.
And when we are talking about this reusable towels and all, I think it's similar like when we are talking about a lot of sanitizer, a lot of wet wipes and all. So how it works? Tell us a bit more about it.
Yes, it can be a substitute to wet wipes. Now, what is important about our mission is to bring more environmentally friendly products to the world. So we have a green focus at all times. So we strive to bring longer lasting reusable products to the market. So that is our difference. Let me just show you Super Towel so that you know what I'm talking about. So different colors. So you simply use it like you would normally wash your hands, and how WHO is describing. So this is what you normally do when washing your hands with water and soap. Now I'm just using Super Towel. And what Super Towel is doing is that it has now removed the bacteria, if any, on my hands. And upon touch, it will get killed. So that's the technology, that's the mechanism of Super Towel. It's simply a charge of the fabric that will attract the negatively charged microbes, and upon contact, they will be killed. So yeah, quite innovative solution that we're trying to bring out to people in need of such solutions.
Wonderful, that's wonderful. And when we are talking about as a woman, you are doing all this wonderful job. You are trying to bring this environment friendly solution for all of us. And some products like especially dedicated for women, uplifting their life, the dignity they can have, their menstruation, their all those basic needs. So as a woman, when we talk about it, you are doing such a great work. What kind of lesson or what kind of message would you like to share with other women?
Well, I would like to see more female leaders, and I think that we tend to be a little bit too shy and not daring to take that step forward, and there's absolutely no need why we shouldn't. So I would just welcome a world where we have more leaders, and I would welcome any female entrepreneur that would like to see a Safepad production set up in her country. I would love to work with men as well, setting up productions. You know, I'm basically here to offer a technology that can easily be transferred to any country. And I do this in partnerships, as I recognize I cannot do everything by myself. And I strongly believe in again, in the relation between people. So if there is any anybody out there that would like to be part of this journey of bringing a reusable, intelligent, antimicrobial treated sanitary pad to girls and women in need in his or her country, I'm open. It's all about teaming up. It's all about getting the right solutions out there, and we do that best together.
That's wonderful, and that's a really important thing which you are trying to spread, and continue your momentum for your work, for the making this life better for each one of us. And last but not least, why do you think the platform like this as a women dialogue is needed?
Well, I think dialogue is needed, and especially when we're talking about such a difficult topic, which it still is to many. It's the most natural thing in the world, and yet we don't dare to talk about it. And I think we have to change that status quo by starting a dialogue. And I think that girls and women need to take action on that front. The more we talk about it, the more natural it becomes. My mission is to eliminate period poverty by bringing more information and good quality products out there. And I just welcome anyone that would like to take part in my journey.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Once again, thank you so much, Trine. It was such a great pleasure to be with you today, that to hear, to get share this knowledge and the work which you are doing. That's wonderful.
I thank you so much for allowing me to talk about my passion and for setting up a platform where women can actually get a chance to speak out loud. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you. And thanks to all viewers. If you would like to hear more women voices and part of Women Dialogues, please connect with us. Please share, subscribe, like, and thank you. See you in the next episode. Till then, take care, enjoy, bye-bye. And don't forget to check Trine's work. Her details are available in the description as well. Take care, bye-bye.